Determined on August the 19th whether Mukurweini Member of Parliament John Kaguchia will take plea in a case where he is accused of offensive conduct likely to cause a breach of peace. The decision follows preliminary objections raised by Kaguchia's lawyers, who were challenging both the validity of a charge sheet and the jurisdiction of a court to hear the matter in Nairobi. Milimani Senior Principal Magistrate Teresia Nyagena has directed both parties to file their submissions ahead of the ruling date. This report was prepared by Alvin Kithinje.
The case against Mukurweini Member of Parliament John Kaguchia has moved a step closer to determining whether he will be required to take plea. The prosecution and the defense have presented opposing arguments before the Milimani court, with the main battle focusing on the charge sheet and where the case should be heard.
And sound in law.
The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution has urged the court to dismiss the objections raised by Kaguchia's lawyers, arguing that the charges are valid. The state argues that because Kaguchia is a sitting member of parliament, hearing the case in Nairobi would help safeguard witnesses from possible interference, intimidation or coercion, while also ensuring a fair trial.
He wields immense political and rural influence. From the members where the utterances were made, and that is the jurisdiction where we expect some of our witnesses to come from and testify.
The prosecution further submitted that the charge sheet clearly sets out the alleged offence and that any minor errors can be rectified through amendments without delaying the taking of plea. It also argued that the defence had failed to show what Kaguchia's constitutional rights had been violated or that the objections raised affected the court's authority to handle the matter.
Under Article 49 were violated for lack of being visited by one or two of his lawyers.
However, Kaguchia's lawyers maintain that the charge sheet is fatally defective and does not properly disclose any offence. They argue that the document fails to identify the alleged victims or clearly indicate who the complainants are.
Tuliwasilisha tetezi letu hapa mahakamani kwamba ukiangalia ile hati ya mashtaka ambayo yamewekwa juu ya kichwa cha mheshimiwa ni mashtaka ambayo hawezi kujitetea kwa sababu hayana sio mashtaka ambayo yana busara yoyote. Ukiangalia maelezo ya kuna ule utafsiri ambao umefanyika ni utafsiri bandia, hata hauna majina mengine.
You can clearly see that the whole system has been made to has been enabled in such a way that it is used to intimidate, deliberately so, any political leaders who are against William Ruto and his rogue government.
The ruling on August 19 will determine whether Kaguchia will proceed to take plea and set the direction of the case following the preliminary objections raised by his legal team.